Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Bruin Steel here, and welcome back to another Steelers recap video. And today I'm recapping the Steelers game that took place yesterday afternoon at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And before we get into this video, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. As you can tell, I got a Steelers winter hat on, and I got my Christmas sweater. I'm currently out of town celebrating Christmas, so I want to get this video quick for you guys and really quick because I didn't actually think I was going to do a video when I was out of town. I brought a shitty ass laptop with a shitty ass audio and camera, so I actually thought that was going to work, but now I'm actually recording on my phone, so I apologize for the quantity of this video. So, but anyways, wow, I'm mind blown. Right now, I can say thank you, fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed, Mason. Thank you for guiding us to a win. Holy shit. We couldn't do this earlier. Like, holy shit. This man, Mason Rudolph, just went absolutely ham, and I applaud Mason Rudolph. This is a guy that we picked up. Like, I remember that we first picked up this guy in the draft, and I'm like, this guy's the quarterback. Oh, this guy's our franchise quarterback. But after a couple games, I'm like, eh. But looking at Mason Rudolph, he was 3-0 going into this game against the Bengals. We won 34-11, by the way. We beat the Bengals at Arkansas Stadium 34-11. Like, holy shit, it's been so long since I felt a good win in like so long after her just pathetic starts by the Steelers. Like I don't even remember the last time I actually enjoyed a Steelers win. Like, holy shit. But going back to Mason Rudolph, he went out there and just balled like a boss, killing this Bengals defense. And look, Mason Rudolph, man, this guy, look, like I said before, we picked him up in the draft. I'm like, oh my God, this is the guy we were looking for. But, I doubted him. Mason Rudolph, and I'm like, what the hell is he doing, And looking back at 2019, my memory's horrible. I think that's the year that we drafted him. I don't even remember. But Ben Roethlisberger went out with an injury for the entire season, that season in 2019. And this guy came out. And I gotta say, Mason Rudolph didn't do bad. The only bad game that he had that really pissed me off was when he got whacked in the head by Brown's Miles Garrett when he swung the helmet at him. And he just couldn't take a sack. I'm like, oh my God. And he started when Ben was like, I think it was like a COVID protocol or something, when we tied with the winless Detroit Lions. Um, but overall, Mason Rudolph didn't do too bad as a quarterback until this game. Mason Rudolph went absolute ham. He had two touchdown passes, 290 yards, 17. He had 27 attempts. He completed 17 of those 27 yards, 27 passes. Sorry. And speaking of which, Mason Rudolph, man, oh my God, you need to start. And that's the thing with Mike Tomlin. Like, why couldn't you do that earlier in the Arizona Cardinals game, in the New England Patriots game? Like, you couldn't, like, Mike Tomlin, you couldn't realize that, Mitch Trubisky, that bum ass garbage can, wasn't the answer. In this game, Mike Tomlin said that only if Kenny Pickett can't play, Mason Rudolph is going to get the start, and that tells me that this why are you rushing Kenny Pickett's injury? Just shut him down for the season and start Mason Rudolph. Like, you have no reason to not start Mason Rudolph in this game. Like, holy shit. Start him against Seattle. Start him against Baltimore. Like, holy shit. You got 2 games left. I mean, just finish strong with Mason Rudolph. Like, that's all I ask, Mike Tomlin. Like, holy shit. But talking about more about this game, like this offense, man, where has this offense been all season? Like, this offense was perfection. Like, George Pickens, man, I'm gonna get into George Pickens in a minute. I want to talk about that huge block that Jalen Warren um, had. It just was oh my God, woo, woo, holy moly, Jalen Warren with a huge block. I believe it was a block for Calvin Austin the third. Calvin Austin the third had a touchdown. It was a play. Calvin Austin the third had a touchdown. It was a run wildcat play, I believe. Mason Rudolph kind of gave Alvin Austin the third the ball to the left. Kevin Austin ran to the left, and Jalen Brown came out of nowhere with this huge hit. Like holy moly, there you go. Um, and Najee Harris getting a touchdown. Najee Harris had a great game in my own opinion. 19 carries, 78 yards. Kind of wish Najee Harris could have had 100 yards. But Mason Rudolph, man, two touchdown passes. And the last man I want to talk to about is no other than George Pickens. So give me one second. What's going on? George Pickens had um, George Pickens had two touchdown passes, and he just went absolute ham. Um, George Pickens, he had this unbelievable catch. It was it was phenomenal. The first touchdown that George Pickens had, it was like a 56 yard. No, it was an 86 yards. I can't remember. I think it was 86 yards. What is going on, man? I'm trying to see the stats. Give me one second, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to see the fucking stats, man. Holy moly! Like holy crap. There you go. But I'm just gonna put you right there. I apologize, guys. I'm just seeing the stats. Um, oh yeah, Jake Browning threw three interceptions. He had no answer to us. I mean, they picked up yardage. The defense played, and but George Pickens, man, what the hell is going on, man? Whatever. George Pickens, four receptions, 195 yards, and two touchdowns. Like, holy moly, that is just murdering this Bengals defense. Um, the first one, I believe it was like, no, the second touchdown that George Pickens had was like a 50 something yard touchdown. The first one was like an 80 something yard touchdown or something like that. And obviously, Jake Browning threw three interceptions. Um, I can't seem to scroll down to all the stats. This is annoying. Um, oh my goodness. Yeah, I can't even. But I know that we threw like, I yes, the Bengals. Sorry, the Bengals threw like three interceptions. What the hell is going on, man? I can't do the fucking. I'm not gonna talk too much, anyways. Because I got. But what is going on with this fucking? There we go. And it just disappears. What the hell's going on? Maybe the camera's blocking it. Maybe that's why. Whatever, man. But sorry, I just can't. This doesn't work. But yeah, Jake Browning threw three interceptions. I believe Patrick Peterson got an interception. I can't remember the last two. I don't know why my freaking stupid ass fucking laptop won't let me see. My fucking god. What is going on, man? I can see the Bengal stats. That's pretty much it. Joe Mixon. Oh yeah, the only touchdown they had was T Higgins. T Higgins killed us. Like T Higgins is pretty much their go-to guy. The Bengals. Tyler Boyd as well, 5 receptions, 59 yards. But T Higgins, it was a slant route, I believe. Jake Browning found him. It was actually the beginning of the second half, actually. It was a slant route, I believe. And then T Higgins went to the house for a touchdown, 140 yards, 5 receptions. T Higgins is basically the Bengals' weapon. Um, but let me see if I can actually see the Steelers. It just disappears. I don't know why. Let me see. But I can't see who got the interceptions, but I know Patrick Peterson was one of them. Obviously, Mason Rudolph, man. Oh my God, thank you, goddamn Mason Rudolph. And um, like I said, I haven't felt this great about a Steelers win in like forever. Like I'm talking like forever. But I don't know what's going on with my computer there. I apologize if I'm giving you a seizure, moving the camera and stuff. But the stats won't just doesn't want to participate today. But overall, great win. Obviously Mason Rudolph. Is he the quarterback that we've been waiting for? But like I said, ever since Ben was on the team, Ben was the starter. Mason Rudolph was the people were doubting Mason Rudolph. Obviously I was one of those doubters, and obviously he came through in this game, 34-11. Like that's how it feels to win a huge game. And after the huge pathetic and just a disappointment starts with the Steelers, we're 8-7 somehow, and they're thinking about extending Mike Tomlin's stupid ass. I swear to God, if Mike Tomlin is coach for the next several years, it's gonna piss me off. Like holy moly. But anyways, I'm not gonna talk too much about this game. I first want to give a huge shout out to a subscriber. He's a Bengals fan, Dashy. I saw your video. I know you're pissed off, but you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. Obviously. But yeah, we actually swept the Bengals, and that's just that. It feels good, but Mason Rudolph is the MVP in this game. George Pickens, George Pickens complaining about not getting the ball, but there you go. You had two touchdown passes, a 56-yarder or whatever, and an 86-yarder, and you had this third unbelievable great catch. I don't know how you called it, but George Pickens, look, he had some drama, complaining and shit like that on social media, but George Pickens, man, if he played like this, he's still a stud. Um, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm not gonna talk too much about this game. Obviously, we end up winning 34-11, and there's two more games on our schedule. We travel to Seattle, and then we travel to Baltimore to end the season. There's no point of making the playoff, man. This team is still wrecked. That's just a Merry Christmas Rudolph gift to us for our Steeler fans. So, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. Go Steelers, despite being having a disappointment of a season. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. That's my recap.